Welcome to this series on academic integrity at the Australian Performing Arts Conservatory. At APAC, academic integrity means demonstrating honesty, trust, fairness, respect, and responsibility in everything you do as a student. It's about producing and presenting your own work, giving proper credit to the ideas of others, and approaching your studies with professionalism and dignity. When you practice academic integrity, you build the foundation for genuine learning and growth in your craft, respect within the APAC community, and the reputation of APAC as a center of excellence in the performing arts. A breach of academic integrity happens when someone gains an unfair academic advantage by breaking these principles. Breaches can be intentional, like cheating in an exam, or unintentional, such as poor referencing through lack of knowledge. At APAC, even unintentional breaches are taken seriously, though a first minor breach will often be treated as an opportunity to learn rather than punish. Types of academic misconduct. A breach of academic integrity is also known as academic misconduct or academic dishonesty. There are many types of academic misconduct, and it is important that you are familiar with them all, because knowledge can help you avoid unintentional breaches. So what are the main types of academic misconduct at APAC? Plagiarism occurs when you present someone else's words, ideas, images, music, or creative work as if they are your own, without proper acknowledgement. This includes copying directly, paraphrasing too closely without citation, or failing to reference appropriately. Even if unintentional, plagiarism undermines learning and is considered misconduct. At APAC, correct referencing and attribution is essential to demonstrate honesty and respect for intellectual property. Recycling, also known as self-plagiarism, is when you submit work that you have already presented for assessment in another unit, course, or context, without explicit permission. For example, reusing an essay or project from last trimester and submitting it again as new work. While it may seem harmless, recycling is dishonest because assessments are meant to demonstrate fresh engagement with learning outcomes. Permission must always be sought from the lecturer if you wish to adapt previous work. Cheating in exams includes any behavior that gives a student an unfair advantage. Examples are bringing unauthorized notes, writing on your body, using hidden devices, communicating with others during the exam, or accessing information online. It can also include impersonating another student. Exam cheating is treated as major misconduct because it directly undermines fairness, standards, and the credibility of APAC qualifications. Contract cheating occurs when someone else completes part or all of your assessment on your behalf. This may involve paying a third party, using unauthorized services, or engaging friends to produce your work. At APAC, this also extends to unauthorized use of generative AI tools to create or modify accessible work. Unless expressly permitted in the course outline, submitting work that is AI-generated or edited without disclosure is considered deliberate misconduct. Fabrication involves deliberately inventing or falsifying information, data, or sources. This might include making up quotes, statistics, or performance data, inventing interview results, or citing references that do not exist. Fabrication is a serious breach because it misrepresents reality and undermines trust in scholarship. Students who fabricate information damage APAC's reputation for academic and professional excellence. Collusion happens when students work together on an assessment that is meant to be completed individually. This includes sharing drafts for copying, dividing up an assignment and submitting it as individual work, or allowing another student to use your work. Collaboration is encouraged at APAC when authorized, but collusion blows authorship, inflates academic outcomes unfairly, and breaches trust. Bribery involves offering, giving, or receiving money, gifts, or favors in exchange for academic advantage. For example, attempting to pay a lecturer to adjust grades, or agreeing to complete another student's work in return for something of value. Such actions compromise fairness, professionalism, and the integrity of the APAC community. Fraudulent documents refer to the act of submitting falsified or altered official documents to gain an unfair academic advantage. Examples include submitting a falsified medical certificate to defer an assessment, altering transcripts, or forging academic records. Committing fraud is serious misconduct, as it undermines institutional processes, breaches trust, and may even have legal consequences. Breaches of academic integrity can have serious consequences. Depending on the level of misconduct, penalties may include a written warning or reduced marks, receiving 0 for an assessment, failing a unit, suspension or exclusion from APAC, and for international students, possible visa cancellation. Remember, academic misconduct doesn't just affect grades, it can damage your reputation, your career, and the integrity of the APAC community. At APAC, we value honesty, respect, and responsibility in all academic and creative work. By upholding academic integrity, you not only succeed in your studies, you also contribute to the integrity and excellence of our entire community. This is just the beginning. In the next videos, we'll explore practical strategies to help you avoid misconduct and develop strong academic skills.